How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're back here in Planet Zoo, and we're here with another episode of ZooLittles at North Africa. I think we're on our fourth episode. Once again, there won't be no speed build, but I will be showing you what I've been up to, and what I've been up to is pretty much focusing on the staff and guests. So as you can see here, this was from the previous episode where we had our African penguins. There are no penguins in the habitat, of course, right now, so my plan for the rest of my projects, and especially ones that are this small, is I want to make sure I have babies of each of the species that are in the zoo. So what I do is build a habitat, get the animals in, go ahead and breed them, and then once I get all those, I put all the animals back into the animal storage so no one will grow up. It's just a little bit easier and quicker than having to deal with all the contraceptives for the animals and all that stuff. So there aren't any animals in the zoo as well as here as well. No more fennec foxes. All that stuff will be added back in at the end when we do the official tour and upload the zoo to the workshop. Excuse me, when it's complete. So, like I said, I've been working on the guests and the staff. So I'm going to show you the staff facilities first, which I used a reference picture, sort of. A little bit of a reference picture. Took some ideas from that picture anyway. And then I'll show you the guests area. So, coming this way, we come down to our staff facility area. And we got some statues of these really cool mosaic, what I like to call like the mosaic rhino statues. Really, really cool. With some planters and stuff like that. And then as you can see, one of my favorite parts of this entire area is just the fact that I have all these rope lights hanging around everywhere. I will show you those at night. We got these stones, which I'll be using a lot more of as the zoo goes on. You'll see that in the food court area with the gift shop here in a second. But yeah, just a basic staff area. We got everything we need. Our staff house, as well as our workshop, research lab, animal trade center, keeper's hut, quarantine, and vet. And all of these staff facilities will take care of the entire zoo. So this whole area over here runs the entire zoo, because you can see we got our African penguin habitat entrance over there. But yeah, these rope lights, I really liked the idea of adding these in, as well as the big huge sausage trees that we have here. Plenty of shade, and then plenty of light as well. And like I said, the building is fairly basic. We got some awnings over the windows. Got very simple trims around the windows as well as the doors, and just like these little things like this, we're adding a clipboard and the little switch and stuff just to kind of give it like a little bit more of a realistic feel, I guess. I kind of thought of these switches as like badge readers, where you need a badge to scan in. But yeah, that's pretty much our area. I used the Australian wood pieces for the flooring. I felt like the light colored wood against the dark colored building worked the best. And well, let's go ahead and oh, by the way, this area here leads off to, he's stuck in the door, back here behind the info shop and the entrance area as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at it at night. I use that golden glow, I guess you could call it. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. It's not going to be like super bright when it comes to lights and stuff, or the lighting and everything, but I think it works. And I like I said, I added these rope lights because I saw it in a picture. It wasn't for a staff facility; it was actually for just a guest area in a zoo. But I went ahead and stole that idea for the staff area. As you can see, I thought about putting some brackets on the trees to give it some realism, but they just weren't working out the way I wanted them to, so we'll just left them out. We'll just pretend. But yeah. And then every once in a while we got the poles here that hold up the lights as well. I imagine the way these would work, because I know some people would be thinking, well, why didn't you add some slack? Maybe like the curved rope to add some slack. I assume that the way these would work is on these poles, there would be like some kind of crank system to where it would tighten the ropes up to keep them straight. So that's the way I went with it. Yeah, this is the staff area. They came out pretty nice. Now, when it comes to the roof, there's really nothing special. As you can see, I was going to do something with it, but I thought, you know what, when you're down here, you don't see too much of it anyway. Come on, camera. And this is what's important. So, but I know a lot of people don't care too much about the staff facilities, so we're going to go ahead and move on from those. And we'll come all the way around, and we'll go past the penguin habitat where we get to see. This is still happening. Also, for those of you that are wondering, these little spots that pop up under the path, it really shouldn't be there. I would call it a little bit of a bug, but if you want to get rid of that, you can just grab some grass, short grass, so that way it doesn't pop up through the path, and do it this way, and it gets rid of all that for you. So that's something I need to do around the rest of the park, but I will do that later. After this, I think we have about 4 more episodes left, where we're going to be doing the meerkats, and then the rhinos, and then I'm going to do an episode right before the tour where we do what I like to call filling the gaps, where we'll start taking care of filling all these gaps and everything in here. I want to save that at the last. I thought about it, and that's my new way of working on my zoos and my projects, is to worry about filling the gaps last. I don't know why, it just makes it feel like it easier. And let's go ahead and move her because she's stuck on the path as usual. Frontier, I know you don't watch my videos, but I wish you did, because I wish you would see what I'm talking about when that kind of stuff happens. But anyway, it's quite irritating. So we're going to move on over here past the penguin habitat, and this is where we get to our newly built, what I like to call like the food court and the gift shop area. I'm pretty proud of this one. I spent a lot of hours working on this. But the first thing I want to point out is I'm really proud of these stone walls that I built. Definitely something unique when it comes to this. But I think my favorite part of this entire area are these. Now, I used the whole rotational symmetry trick to add these implied benches around these planters. And I don't know, in my opinion, no matter how simple you might think they are, they came out great. And that's just my opinion. Really proud of them. I think they look like what they're supposed to be. So that always helps. But anyway, yeah, we got our little food court area. You'll find these little seating areas on each side. And we do have some bathrooms. Now the bathrooms are very, very simple. I didn't want to spend too much time on them because most people wouldn't go in there and check that out anyway. I mean, I almost got to the point where I almost just put a whole wall in and put a door in. So that way you couldn't see in there. But instead I decided to go ahead and decorate it just a tad. But yeah, we got plenty of benches. Our picnic benches with the umbrellas. Got our stone walls around. Got lots of foliage and vending machines. Plenty of lighting. And then we come around here to where you would buy your food. So we have a pizza pin here, again with these little benches here. And I even added this little cart where you could pick up some fruits or vegetables or whatever. It's mainly just for show, along with the things hanging on the wall and stuff. And I'm really proud of this awning too as well. I think it came out pretty nice using the bamboo pieces. Just changing up the color on the fabric pieces here, using the new rope pieces from the North African pack. And of course it looks the same over here as well. And this is where you get some juice. We have juice and pizza. And I think most people would rather have a soda with their pizza, or maybe even beer, but I use Gulpy soda like every single zoo, so I just wanted to use something different. And then we have our interesting little gift shop, and here what I did instead of going on the workshop and finding some gift shop items is I just kind of added my own stuff. Because I added my own stuff, you can tell because it looks like crap compared to what other people can do. But I built my own shelves, just put some random crap on it. Same with over here. Even though some of these animals and some of these pieces don't have nothing to do with Africa, I still threw them up there just for reasons, you know. But yeah, this is our little gift shop area. Just a memento, and just some random stuff in there to make it feel like it's alive. And then of course we got our lighting in here as well. I will show you the lighting at the end. And then once again we come over here and the same thing with the custom bench, vending machines, benches and umbrellas, and of course our bathroom. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the lighting real quick. Again, got a lot of that soft golden glow that I was going for. because these new North African light pieces are amazing, and those are what they automatically come with. So what I did was I just, you know, copied them over on these as well. I think it turned out pretty nice though, especially the lighting. I think the lighting is awesome. I think it might be one of the best parts of this entire build. And of course we got our spotlights up here to light up the sign a little. And then we have our pretty much the same tower that you would find in the entrance area over there, along with our little chandelier that we made, which is something I will be putting on the workshop. As you can see, I got it hanging up over there. So just like some of the past projects I've done, I will do prop sets, and that will include things like this awning and stuff like that. So maybe even the stone wall, even though you can probably find that already, and they're actually pretty easy to build. Really, man, when it comes to building this kind of stuff, you just take a piece like this, double it up so that way they're off center a little bit, and then change the color of some of them to kind of mix and match it up. That's all it takes. It's pretty easy. But yeah, those are our guest and staff needs met. Got the entire staff area done. Got this done. So I believe the next episode will be, I'm going to be putting a meerkat habitat here. The meerkats will be sharing their habitat with another animal, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. You'll just have to wait. I don't think that the next episode will be a speed build either. I don't think I'm going to do any more speed builds for this series, just because, like I said in a previous video, speed builds, sometimes doing those kind of take away my enjoyment of the game, because I'm so focused on how long my speed build video is going to be. I don't want it to be more than, like, 20 minutes. And I don't know, it's just the way I am, I guess. I'm a very slow builder. And if I went ahead and recorded some of this stuff, like, for instance, this area and this area here, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like I said, I'm a slow builder. Other people could probably do it a lot faster than I could, but this altogether probably took me about 12 hours. And I know that sounds so stupid and ridiculous, but that's because I had some reference pictures, but I didn't have a whole lot of a plan. I plan ahead with my zoos, but I don't plan that far ahead. So it just takes me a while, that's all. I'm very slow. Like, for instance, these little pieces that I stuck on the walls here, these came later. I almost built all of this before I even put those on there. Again, just something I saw on the, when I was going through the build menu, and I saw them and I thought, well, hell, I could throw those on there and maybe those look pretty cool. So it's just that kind of stuff. I don't plan that far ahead. I don't know what building pieces I'm going to use. I have an idea, of course, especially when I'm going with a theme for the zoo, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I know that a lot of you guys really want the speed builds, but they're not gone forever. It's just for right now, there won't be any. But before I jump off here, I will say, like I said, meerkat here. Then we're probably going to do the rhino over here in the back. And then the episode after that will be filling in the gaps, where we build some, because I want to add 5 exhibit animals to this park, and those exhibit animals include the scarab beetle, and then the 4 other exhibit animals that you would find in Africa. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like the puff adder. I can check. I think I've already bought some. Yeah, we got the scarab beetle, puff adder, Goliath beetle, the snail, and the frog. So yeah, those are the 5 exhibit animals that we'll be having in here. And I'm going to build that part of Filling the Gaps episode. And I'm thinking about maybe having a exhibit house here, a couple over here, and a couple over there somewhere, just kind of spread out, a little bit. And then after that, Filling the Gaps episode, the next episode will be the actual official tour. And then we'll move on to our next ZooLittles project. I already know what the next ZooLittles project will be, but that also depends on what the next Planet Zoo DLC is, which, if Frontier and their past make any sense, if it continues the way it usually does, especially when it did with Planet Coaster, where we have a DLC, a major update every 3 months, I expect a major DLC, or a major update and a DLC soon. Now, I don't know anything, so don't bombard me with questions about it. I honestly, truly don't. I'm just basing my my assumptions off of the past. But I do think that we will have a DLC very soon. Or at least news of a DLC very soon. I'm assuming from now until, I guess, leading up to October. So, you know, because that would be 3 months. So October, November, December. We'll get that last DLC in December before the new year. Because we'll always have one. So I know some people were saying, oh, we won't get a DLC till December. But I don't think that Frontier is going to make us wait that long. I honestly, genuinely, truly don't think they're going to make us wait that long. That's a long time between DLCs since the last one we had. So yeah, I would expect a DLC and major update very, very soon. And depending on what that DLC is, will depend on what the next ZooLittles zoo is. But I'm hoping that the next DLC will kind of fit into what I had planned already anyways. But I'll tell you guys about that later. But yeah, I hope you guys, despite the lack of content, still enjoying what I'm bringing to the table. I got my Jurassic World Evolution stuff coming, and we now have a release date for November 9th for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I will be bringing that to the channel, but I may not bring my playthrough of the campaign on the channel because all the other YouTubers are going to be doing it. So I don't really want to waste my time when you could go check them guys out because they're much better at it than me anyway. But I was thinking about doing some Chaos Theory stuff, that new mode that they've introduced that we really don't know too much about. We just know very little. So I'm thinking about bringing that to the channel as well as some sandbox park builds because I already have some ideas in mind. But yeah, that is our guest facilities, staff facilities. So keep an eye out very soon for the meerkat habitat. Again, it might not be next week. You know, like I said, there's no more schedule. You'll always get a ZooLittles episode on Friday, but that doesn't mean you're going to get one every Friday. You know, again, like I said before, I have to take care of myself. And doing so, if I don't, then you won't get nothing from me. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so. It'll really help me out. You know, like, comment, and all that other kind of stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Thanks for all the continued support despite the changes to the channel. And much love to every single one of you. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.